to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. So Texas's offense will get the ball first. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, big moment in recruiting last week, four-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater. Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass, it's Barrett. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Menu narration option is set to off.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here. Turning it on! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Wingo. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Lockett. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Benjamin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
A loss of 5 yards on the play.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Barrett. He's got the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert 1st downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Complete downfield. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying to move them on the counter. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to beat him to the left. Pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll ride the hot hand. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Barrett. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Busts through and runs through another one. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tripped up for the tackle.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Fires to the tight end. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Running to the left. Oh, what a move to get open. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kentucky, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll go back to work on offense. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the shotgun, the inside give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The option look. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for... there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Kentucky! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 8 over Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hauls it in down the sideline. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Barrett. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Smart. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the 1st down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll pull it down and run. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play the wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. A A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and
just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the fourth quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Barrett. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. Now from inside the red zone. Quick completion on the out route. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Right back to the well. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Quarterback.